in terms of
Since you've
outcomes.
answered it so well, I have one more question for you. You've studied from DPS Vasant Kunj.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've stayed in Delhi. Do you know the state of schools in Delhi? Currently, the state-funded schools. How are they doing?
Ma'am, there has been some talk that they're doing better. If we talk about pre-pandemic times, post-pandemic, every school is struggling. But in the pre-pandemic times, there has been some talk of improving the infrastructure.
No, tell me the achievements of state-funded schools in Delhi.
They have done better in terms of pass percentage in the board exams, maybe some kind of achievements in infrastructural availability.
Don't you have a specific idea about it?
Ma'am, these are the things I've heard from what is happening in the state-run schools.
Okay, if you are the DM of, let's say, a district where a state-funded school is doing very well, how will you convince people to join that state-funded school because you yourself gone to a private school?
Ma'am, I would definitely kind of talk about the fact that, and it's not just me, I mean, most of India right now is going to private schools because the state schools aren't doing well. But
Delhi is an exception. Delhi is
Yes.
becoming an exception.
Certainly, ma'am. And I would definitely impress upon that we have struggled for a long time. But if you see the student outcomes, if you see the performance of the students, and mostly the fees that is being charged, I think it makes for a good value proposition to send your kid to that school now that things are.
Okay, I am giving you a hypothetical situation. You have to answer. Suppose you have been made a Prime Minister of India. Which two work of our Prime Minister you would like to change?
So I would have a second thought behind going for the demonetization decision. I don't think that was, I think it could have been considered a lot more fully than what it actually was. I can only say what I can change and not what I would have done and what he didn't. Can I also say something like that?
Sure, sure.
So I would have definitely considered joining the RCEP agreement that India eventually opted out. I think it was net a positive move for India, but that's not what the PM thought.
Okay.
Can you tell me what is network theory in economics?
Network theory, I think, deals with the interconnectedness between different agents, different units, and tries to, I mean, it's being used in a lot of disciplines right now. And
what are the tools that it uses?
I'm not very familiar with the exact tools, but I can talk in terms of generality of what it.
Can you name few authors who have been talking about network theory in economics?
Ma'am, I'm not aware of the names.
It's okay. Do you know what is World Trade Web?
World Trade Web? I haven't heard of it.
Can you tell me what are network externalities in economics?
Ma'am, these could come about by, for instance, externalities, anything that affects a third party in any transaction or any interaction. And taking that forward, I would imagine that network externalities would mean something that percolates to the wider network.
Are you guessing it?
I am, yes.
Tell me, is smartphone app a public good?
No.
Why?
Ma'am, for something to be a public good, it needs to be non-rival and non-excludable in the very technical definition of the term. And it is very easily excludable for a smartphone app. I mean, you can have it priced and nobody else can download it.
Okay.